The House Majority Leader, Republican Eric Cantor, who Chip just mentioned, has been a congressman from Virginia since 2001. He's a favorite of Tea Party activists. Nancy Cordes tells us that now that Cantor is at the center of the budget crisis, he's become a lightning rod.
Good afternoon.
In Washington, where the blame game is a blood sport, Democrats have found their fall guy.
Leader Cantor has yet to make a constructive contribution to these discussions.
Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid called Cantor childish.
House Majority Leader Eric Cantor has shown that he shouldn't even be at the table.
The ambitious six-term congressman has given his opponents plenty of ammunition.
We're not going there.
He blew up the original debt negotiations led by Vice President Biden when talk turned to tax increases, then pulled Speaker Boehner back from a grand bargain with the president because taxes were part of the deal.
I cannot fathom how anyone thinks right now is a good time to raise taxes.
His hardline approach has endeared him to Tea Party members who question Boehner's commitment to their cause. No new taxes.
Do you feel like you're being made into a scapegoat here by the Democrats?
Yeah, this is not a game. This is serious stuff. We got a job to do, and that is to ensure that we don't default on our debt.
Cantor, who is 48, fashions himself a young gun of the Republican Party with a book,
Eric Cantor,
and video to match.
They are the Young Guns.
Despite persistent rumors that Cantor is gunning for his job, Boehner defended his embattled lieutenant today.
Any suggestion that the role that Eric has played in these meetings has been anything less than helpful is just wrong.
We asked Cantor where he was willing to compromise, and he said the very fact that he's willing to raise the debt limit is a compromise. But he's voted to raise it 4 times in the past, Scott, when President George W. Bush was in office.
Now, Nancy, the president says he wants to know by tomorrow whether a deal is possible. But if the default deadline is August 2nd, why the urgency?
Well, even if they were to reach a deal tomorrow, Scott, which looks unlikely as it is, they'd still have to take that plan back to their respective caucuses in the House and the Senate and sell it to their members, because it really doesn't mean anything unless it can get the votes. Then they'd have to write it up into legislative language, hold votes in the House and the Senate, pass the exact same bill, word for word, no amendments, no word changes, and then send it to the president's desk for signature. And as you can imagine, all that takes time.
Thanks, Nancy.